any disconnection issues. So, all right, so we are recording. It is Monday, May 11th, 11:05. This is Graphic Design 2. I'm going to show a couple of comparisons for the publication design. So right now, we have Brian. He sent an InDesign file compressed, which is one incorrect. I need a packaged file. So we're going to go ahead and open that one real quick, take a look at it. But it's probably missing links and fonts because I don't have the packaged file. So make sure you do upload a packaged file. Let's see what happens here. I'm also going to open up Brittany's. She does have a packaged file, as you can see. She's got her InDesign document fonts and links. I'll go ahead and download her fonts or install her fonts real quick so that way we have exactly what we need. And this is a Reason You package. So I can open it and install the fonts and make it look good, or like it's supposed to. Install. It's a little bit of a process, but it works. I could also look at the PDF, but I tend to like to open up the InDesign file to see how you did everything. So I'm installing all these fonts. Once they're installed, I'll open up the InDesign document. All right, this has some issues. Sometimes when you use DaFont, it has some little issues, but I just say install checked and hope it all works. And now I'm going to double, oh, we got one more here. Wish there was a faster way to install fonts. It takes forever. Install. All right, so I should have all Brittany's fonts now. So let's open up her INDD file. And also let's go back to Brian and see if we can open that one again. InDesign is always very slow. On my computer anyway, I probably need to do a cleanup. Empty my trash. Sometimes that helps with speed as well. But it is flashing, so it's coming up. It's coming up. And Brittany, you have no excuses to apologize. Your document is beautiful. You did how many pages? A bunch. You did way more than what was necessary. So not a problem there. Come on. I'm sorry, I had my grandbabies over last night and I had to French braid all of their hair 2 times, double braids, and it kind of ran into the session, so I wasn't prepared like I should be. But now they're at the dog park, so I have peace and quiet. Here we go. Almost. Anybody going up to the school today to take your certification exams at 1 o'clock? You are, Carolyn?
I thought it was at 3 o'clock. Don't tell me it's 1 o'clock.
You're correct. It is at 3 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Sorry, I was wrong.
To be there at 3 o'clock.
I got to be there at 1. So, and you're doing a Photoshop test, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet. What do you remember your grade on the Illustrator one?
My Illustrator one, it was almost 800. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Sweet. Very nice.
Thank you. But I don't think I'm gonna get that in Photoshop.
I don't know of anybody selling the books. I mean, that's between you all. You might be able to talk to Cheryl about that, Brittany.
I have all of them, but we're still using them because I have to do InDesign this summer, and Dirk has to do the Illustrated one this summer. So the only one that will be available, Brittany, would be the Photoshop one. I'll let you use it. I don't want to sell it.
They're really good too.
They are very good, which is why I don't want to sell it.
Yeah, we're starting that to incorporate those books in our fall sessions. Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. This is going to make my job a lot easier, and it's going to make the students understand it a lot more having a book. I really do believe that.
Those are the best books that was created thus far.
Ooh, that's good to know. All right, missing fonts, that's okay. Come on, come on. All right, so let's start out with Brian. I'm going to push W to get the guides. It looks like he's got his bleeds all good there. Let's command negative, negative, negative. Pretty good. Wow. So he's decided to do Sports Illustrated. Push W, make sure, yep, all his bleeds are going to the edges, which is perfect. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me pull this over a little bit so we can use the screen. Okay, I want to see that. There we go. Now I can see if you have any comments. So he's got his logo. It's got a black background, but that's okay. He's got a black background on his document, so that will probably work. I wouldn't recommend it, but it will work. Black Mamba Forever, Kobe Bryant, page 4 and 5, volume 48, number 2, February 2nd, 2020. Big Plans, Olympic Gold SS Camaro. He's got a little barcode, but he's missing the links, so that's points off, unfortunately. And I might have moved that barcode a little bit into probably the margins so that whoever needed to scan it could have scanned it. So that's his cover page. Let's do view display performance real quick. Take a look at high quality, make sure that these images are clean, which I provided that one, but I think the reason it's not clear is because he didn't link it. So this is table of contents. Not the greatest, unfortunately. I might have capitalized in. So he's got this basically a clip of a picture clipping of Time magazine here, Kobe Bryant, which is kind of odd because this is Sports Illustrated. But beautiful car picture, Olympic Gold SS Camaro. That's interesting. I like that. He did leave a border around it, which is okay, but I think I would have done more with this. It's all about the layout, you know what I mean? So using somebody else's layout, and it doesn't say the page number, it doesn't really say a whole lot. Well, it does here. But there's no headline, things like that. He's missed some things there. All right, so now we go into this. Black Mamba Forever. This is his two-page spread. Let's check the font size. 24 point. Way too big. Select all. So it doesn't have his columns connected. Do you all understand how to connect columns? So if I change this column, it would change everything. You remember doing that in InDesign, where you link your columns together? Anyway, the text is way too big. You don't need to go over 12 or 14 max. So 24 point, I think, was used to fill the space. I think he also could have done a lot bigger on this Black Mamba Forever, because it is the headline. He could have filled a lot of space with that, and also used his margins to set up these columns. In fact, what I would have done, I would have set up 3 columns with 1 text box. So let's just move it over a minute. Pull this, well, just put it right there. In fact, what I would have done is I would have just set up a 3-column text box. So let's get our essentials. Let's get our printing improvement workspace up. And that's going to give me the tools I need. I would have done 1. Come on. 3 columns right there. Then I would have filled all this information into those 3 columns. So let's hide some of these things real quick. We don't need that. We don't need that. I would have copied all this, select all, copy. Oops. Select all, copy. I would have added it down to here. He's missing an L. Paste. I would have selected all this, copy, and I would have put it at the end of that. And I could get rid of these. And now I have this plus sign. I can actually click on the plus sign and draw myself a new column on the next page, and that text would have flowed into that column. So what that allows you to do is, if I decide to change this height, it's going to push that text onto the next page. So needless to say that the text is way too big. He could have made it a lot smaller and made this second page. In fact, let's do that. Let's go maximum 14. For 14 point, it leaves a whole lot of space, so he might have wanted to come and bring, find some more information. Using the margins, he could have used this image. He could have put this image, since this is a center spread, probably, we could have gone down to the margin and maybe filled proportionately. Something like that. I would probably have recommended, instead of the red, maybe to get my eyedropper and take some of that beautiful yellow. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Maybe not. Or even white. White might have been better. Because when you're printing on a black background, it's sometimes difficult to get a color to show, but white always works. So some more text in here, and I think this would have been okay. He is paying attention to bleeds, a little bit off there, but that's okay. There's that car again, big plans. This Camaro was sold. There's a little ad here he threw in. So he's not using the margin here. Always use the margins. His columns aren't even, so what I would have done there as well is I would have pulled this across to the margin, made it 2 columns, and taken this text and put it at the end. And that way it flows into the next column. And I would have taken this, instead of bleeding it off the page, maybe, let's get some text wrap. I might have even made this a little smaller. Fit proportionately to allow it to work properly in this space. Margin again, pulling it to the margin. Little tiny tweaks like that make a huge difference. Put that ER on the same line by going into our character palette and tightening up the tracking maybe. There we go. And I might even put a little more text wrap on that by going into my text wrap palette and pushing the left, unlink, push the left over just a little bit. So just cleaning all those little details. There's the ad. That's good. It goes all the way to the bleed lines. And there's the final ad. So he's got his article on the car. I might have repositioned that car a little bit to make it so it's not chopped off by clicking inside with the direct selection tool and just moving it to where you've got either the front or the back showing, which probably the front would be better. But just little details. But I'm so glad he got something turned in. That's the main thing. And it looks pretty good. It's pretty good for a first attempt at a publication. So we're going to close that up. All right, any questions before I move forward? Nope, okay. All right, so now we have Brittany. I'm going to go to Window Pages to see how many pages she had. The requirement was 8, and she has 16. As long as it's divisible by 4, that's all that matters. But she had some information on her content page that she really wanted to share, so she did. So let's start on page 1. Yeah, tell me about it. She's doing the bleeds correctly. Zoom in just a tad. Mod Mag Interiors. So this is obviously something that's interesting to Brittany because she really went above and beyond. Love the star. Pink is the new black. Integrated Gravity Collection, Matthew Lanner. Muted Minimalist Monochrome and a barcode. I might have, this line is going through the barcode right here, so I might have put a little box of color behind the barcode because that may interrupt with the scanning process. Just a note. Terrazzo Trends, beautiful colors, beautiful images, eye-catching. So then we go to her second page, which was an ad. She chose to use one of her own ads. Yeah, beautiful fonts, very modern, right? In fact, let's check them out real quick. While we're here, Mod Mag. So this is Abolition. We've got Britannica. We've got a third one, Britannica again. And so she's done some different things with the same font, but they all look very well put together. She's kept within her margins. Everything looks pretty good there. Little teeny tweaks, possibly. This ad is beautiful. Amazing what a floor can do. All right, so then our table of contents, let's select all on this page and let's outline just so I can look at the proper. Okay, so love how you did the numbers. That's really nice. Can't see this bit, but like you said, you were in a rush. So we just can't see that piece on page 4, Stockholm Furniture and Lighting Fair. Love the images. The little line details, little graphic elements, terrazzo trend, inspiring pink bathrooms. Same thing here. We might have moved up the 10 just a little bit. Minimalist kitchen design. Doesn't use that font. That's why it's covered. I wonder why it didn't download. Hold on a minute. Wonder why. Oh, let's go back in time a second before I outlined it. Okay, so this is telling me it's Milka aged. But I don't see that in there for some reason. I'm not sure. Let me look at the PDF. PDF, that's going to tell me what it's supposed to look like. Ah, there we go. I'm not sure why that font didn't include itself. Oh, that doesn't look anything like it, does it? Wow. That looks much better. All right, Stockholm Furniture and Light Fair, that's another ad. So we're going to kind of reference the PDF and the other one at the same time. So this is her center spread, Stockholm Furniture and Light Fair, which is focused on the front cover, Stockholm Furniture and Light Fair. This is her cover story. She's got 2 pages. Bleeds are used. She's got a beautiful little call to action here, or what do they call that? Pull quote, a forum for the workspace of tomorrow. Makes you look at it. Gives a nice balance to the whole spread. Beautiful images, all doing exactly what they need to do. The text is 12 point, very nice. That's Minion Pro. She's also used Minion Pro here with a little bit of a slant right here. They may not have an option for italic. Well, they do, but she chose to use a slant instead, which is in the character palette. So that's her spread. She also did another spread, Scandinavian furniture. Beautiful pictures, beautiful bleeds. Nice little bit of text there. Terrazzo. Nicely, just beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. She set up her document with 3 columns so she could use that as guides. See what happens here. All right, there's no threaded text columns, but that wasn't a requirement. You made it work. Only thing I would think I would recommend in the future, especially if you want to put this in your portfolio, is to pull this orphan up by tightening your tracking. Takes away that little word all by itself. Just grab a few lines, tighten up your tracking, pulls it up, and doesn't let it be on a line by itself. You can also push it if you want to, and if you need to fill that empty space at the bottom, you could actually drop it down a little bit if you wanted. Let's push W. Still looks good. Very nice. And we have another one there too. So think about those orphans and widows, all those little teeny details. I like how you didn't use a bleed on this page to give it a little variety. This image I might have pulled to the edge of the text box so they're both the same. In fact, I might have even used the margins on that. Pull that to the margin, pull this to the margin. And let's see, we got a little bit of extra space here. Very minute detail. but it all matters in the end. It really does. So now we've got a little consistency, and I might have even pulled, see this gap here? It's nice thick gap. I might have pulled the other one down to kind of match that. So when you look at it, it's all the same. It's got the same spacing in between. Cool. Same here. Yeah, you got good spacing here. Minimalist color. Look at that. How beautiful. Lovely. Remember those margins. It really helps keep you consistent with your alignment, pulling things to the margin, just to be careful, pulling those text box edges to the edges of your image or vice versa. Then I might just have centered this whole chunk here right underneath there. There we go. This image can come all the way to center if you want it to. Oops, I messed that up. Command Z, pull. There we go. Nice bleed. There's a difference between a space decorated with restraint and one that simply lacks character. Just very, very nice. Pretty in pink. I think that font is messed up, so let's take a look at this one. Totally different and way better, right? That font matches perfectly with the tone of the article. Pretty in pink. And let's see here. 14 points, good. That's okay. And then we have this next page, which is this one. And that's an ad, right? I think it is. All right. And then another ad. Beautiful, beautiful consistency throughout. It's classy. It's got the same color palette kind of throughout. It's very, very beautiful. Looks like she created this ad herself. That's interesting. And there's another ad, Command Z. So she created this ad, Defy Physics, Merging Creativity and Science. Let's look at the PDF. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. So this is what you will be graded on. This is top notch. So think about this. In fact, would you mind if I post this to the assignment, Brittany, so people can take a look at it? Awesome. Was that a yes? I'm cool with that. All right. So I'm gonna post her PDF to the assignment. So if you want to take a look at it while you're doing your own, but think of this as a very interesting. Let's go back to the PDF. Interesting way to do a table of contents. Let's close that. That's what I'm looking for. The beautiful shapes and a big combination of different shapes, but they all work well together. Beautiful choice of ads. That one is really nice. Amazing what a floor can do. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. And then the cover, of course, again, Mod Mag Interiors. Very, very well done. I do agree. This is definitely Brittany's calling. And many of you too. Brittany's just a little exceptionally good. That's such a definition. She's got something innate, that's for sure. And yeah, I feel the same way, Brittany. I'm totally in love with this stuff. And it's hard when you see something this good to think, oh my God, I can't do it that well. But maybe you can't do it that well just yet, but by the end of your classes here, you should be able to do it this well. So it's all about squares and rectangles and following your guidelines and using your margins and your bleeds and just thinking about that typography, keeping it simple. There's nothing major going on in this magazine. It's clean and simple. She's got how many fonts? Let's take a look real quick. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total fonts. So that's enough. We don't have to have everything looking different. It's a magazine, and it needs to look consistent throughout. Beautiful job. Now let's open that InDesign file one more time. And I want to look at your pages one more time. Here we are. Pages. Oh, close. So if I go to a master page, she does have a page number right here. And I showed you on the last video how to do that. Let's zoom in a minute. She's got that page number right here, which will go on all of the pages if she chooses it to be on there. They're all in the same position, and that's what's great about a master page element. They're all in the same spot. You don't have to go copy paste 500 times. Because if you're doing a book with 500 pages, can you imagine how long it would take just to put the page numbers on it? So using a master page, simple. Let's go down a minute, see. So she's, looks like she manually did the pages on, or the numbers on the right-hand side, but you could have done, you could have created a new master right here. Where is it at? New master. And you could have had a 2-page spread right here. So maybe I should have said, you could have put one page number on here and one over here, and then you would have applied them to your pages, just like pulling it down, like just like that. Just like that. You talking about the actual master page letter, the letter? This? ABC instead of 1, 2, 3. Hold on a minute. I'm not quite understanding what you're talking about. You're talking about the master pages, A, B?
Yeah, when I was trying to build the master page thing, it kept putting letters in instead of numbers, and when I would change the number, all of them would go away. And I looked into it for a little while, but I couldn't figure out why it was using ABC instead.
Okay, so what happens is when you create a page number, you get a text box, and let's just say we want a page number right here. We don't put a number, we put type, insert special character, marker, current page, and it gives you a letter. That's what it does. So let's make that.
That's how I did it, but okay, yeah, I don't know. I guess so the letter is going to be a number on your actual page, though.
Yeah, you'll see in just a second.
Okay.
Let me bump it up a little bit so we can really get a visual on it. Yeah, I'm not sure why it does that, but it's just a symbol, some kind of code kind of thing with InDesign that converts it to a page number automatically. Come on. Oh. All right, so let's say we've got that right there. And let's put it on the other side too. We can do same number or same letter. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here. I'm just going to select all, delete. Select all, delete. So now you can see, select all, delete. If I zoom out, you can see that because I put the insert marker, you've got page 2, 3, 4. I didn't apply it to 5, so what I would do here is drag it down. There's 5. Select all, delete. Just deleting for a demonstration. So it's currently got an A master applied, which has a page number. Or did I erase it? No, it's still there. I don't know where it's gone. But I created a 2-page spread. Now I can drag that B down here. And I can drag the B down there. And then if I go back to that page, we now have 6 and 7. So I know we we don't touch on master pages. The assignment Ms. Fisher has for master pages is very complicated. So it's easy to understand how maybe you don't understand master pages very much. And it's not really something I used in my work. And I've worked a lot of places, but she did use it in hers. But it's good to know that they're there. you can always expand your knowledge by, you know, Googling or looking up some tutorials or something. So, comments on Brittany's. Well, we already got great comments, right? It's beautiful. Sweet. Very, very nice. But she just took her time. She just filled it in with, you know, she used a lot of imagery, but that's fine. She's just giving you a little bit of information on each of these things. Oh, Carolyn. Now, you all are moderators in this. If you want to show me what you've got so far, I can maybe guide you in an easier direction. But look how simple and clean. 2 columns, 3 images. A lot of images, but that's fine. This is an interior design magazine. You want to see those images. And then we go back to Brian's. Close. Yeah, I've been so behind. I didn't think I was going to make it this much. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Cheryl. You're not the only one, hon. I've had 2 people have to drop so far, and I have several failing. But it's not just my classes. It's pretty much campus wide right now. It's been a difficult time for everybody, so don't feel bad. You've done really well. You hung in there, and you got your stuff. You got your stuff done. So I mean, Brian turned this in. He tried. He got it turned in. That's what's most important. I'm not going to give you a 50 for doing the best you can with the situation at hand. Of course, I'm going to pick it apart and I'm going to tell you what you did wrong, what you did right. That's my job. But you've all done very well. I really think you have, considering having to listen to my voice and take direction on the internet. You know, it's different for me too. And it doesn't look good when I've got a bunch of people failing my class, but it is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't feel bad about it, and neither can you feel bad about, you know, what you're talking about too, Cheryl.
Thank you. For some of our other stuff, I mean, I didn't have like a perfect score. Do we have time to still go in and make adjustments and email that stuff to you?
Well, let me see. Let me take a look. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second, and I'm going to take a look at your grade center, okay?
Okay. I just want to perfect score on my trifold because I changed the shapes on it from what you said for my inside.
Well, I regraded that. You didn't see it?
No, the trifold. You know, you graded the right one for the
yeah,
poster.
the
The trifold. Yeah. The other stuff was good. It was just the trifold.
With the circle and the ovals.
Yeah, because what my whole goal is the stuff that I'm doing. I don't want to spend time again in portfolio class redoing those projects. And while I still have your comments and recommendations for changes, I want to make those changes now so I can use some of those same projects to put, you know, in my portfolio and do something else different in portfolio class.
Okay. Well, you don't actually do projects in portfolio class. In my graphic design 4 class, you're going to be working your butts off.
Well, that too. So I want to be able to do some more creative, you know, things, but I want to use the suggestions that you made for improvement to, you know, get the best out of what I'm turning in now.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. I mean, you didn't make a bad grade on that brochure, hon. You did pretty good. But yeah, if you want to update it, go for it. I'll throw you a couple of bones.
Okay, I'll take them. Thank you.
But, I think I'm looking at the grades on you, and you're kicking butt, young lady. We've got several really good grades in here in this class. A lot of students. I appreciate your dedication. I really do. It makes a big difference. Not having to find people and hunt you down and make you do stuff. You're willing to do it and get it done.
Miss Smith, you kind of started something with me and Brittany. We first had you the first semester. That's why we like this.
Well, good. Good. I'm glad. It's nice to see people improve. It makes me feel like I'm doing my job too, you know. I do it the best I can. I try to anyway, but um, I'm glad to see you have improved drastically, Cheryl. Just a heads up, big time, and just in this class, just in this.
Aw, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You're very welcome. So resubmit my brochure in a package file. Okay, Carolyn. All right. Since you all showed up, you're very welcome to resubmit if you feel like you could do better and take the critique and fix them. Go right ahead. Um, I have to have grades in by Thursday at noon. Thursday at noon. So get them to me as soon as possible because I'm going to have a lot of stuff if you're throwing in extra things that I'm going to have to go over and grade, okay? So try to get them in as soon as possible. Drop dead deadline. What day is it? Monday? Drop dead deadline. Let's say Wednesday at 5 for any extra work you want to turn in or corrected work you want to turn in. Wednesday at 5 p.m. just for you people in here that showed up. Sweet. Okay. Now I'm here. It's only 11:42. Do y'all have any questions? Do you have anything you need to know? I think I did a demonstration on a little bit of layout with the Barry Manilow thing. Was that helpful or you need more? Yes, ma'am, it was helpful. Good. I'm glad you're all watching the videos. You can tell who is watching them and who isn't. It makes a big difference. And just getting your feedback too and understanding what you need to see being demonstrated. So sweet. So anybody have any questions or anything? I'm good. I need to get ready for my cert test. Yeah, good luck, Cheryl. And if you all don't have any questions, you're very welcome. Yeah, I'm sure she'll kick butt. She did on the first one. If you don't have any more questions, I'm going to take a shower because I got to be on campus in about an hour. So I'm also here. If you need me tomorrow, just email me and let me know. I can help you through. Oh, thanks. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for coming.